Hi everyone, my name is Aliya and today we're going to see how Fair Data Point works. So first of all, that's the website with this web address. You're right. That's the homepage for Fair Data Point that hosts metadata about the research or study. So on the right hand side we can see the metadata like language, what kind of language is used, the license. So for instance, we can click on it and then see the license description. So that's basically non-commercial. We can share it. Yeah. And then the rights again, the language, metadata identifier, when it was issued and when it was modified, the data format, data format as well. So if we go to the catalog itself, so I'm basically logged in, and I can create any new catalogs in here, but this is the one that I created previously. So let's click on it and we can see the description of the catalog, the name and description. So what kind of data sets are here. So basically we can host metadata for this study, and also we can add, so for instance for the second phase of this study, third and etc. So that's basically up to us. We can also see in here on the right hand side that in here we have added ontologies like about the study. So that's basically clickable. So if that's basically schistosoma cercaria, and then we see the description of it, and then we can also press on this cohort study. Yes, and then adverse event as well. We can basically check how people were affected by the study or by the research itself, and so in our case vaccine research data, and then see adverse events. So, and if we see, if we press on homepage, we can basically see the dashboard, which is made on Power BI, Microsoft Power BI platform. That's basically the summary of the data set. So 25 patients were participating in the study, 158 events. We can see gender, like so 76% we see it's male, and then female is 24%, and then we can see seriousness of adverse event by the week, so for instance, and by the number of people, and then also if we press for instance week 1, and so like by the severity it's like 1, we can see, so for instance diseases which were split by ICD-10 codes. Yes, and then the description like headache, rash, and etc. So that's basically dashboard about the study. And then if we press data set, so if for instance I want to check data on the individual level, then I need to press access online. So that's basically linked data hub. So to access this linked data hub, you probably need a certificate which is issued by us. So afterwards you install that certificate on your computer. you can access this linked data hub. So for instance, I press COSI2. So let's assume you already installed the certificate and you have access for this data that's basically sensitive and on the individual level. So we can see the content, like the description, and then we can also see the graph. So for instance, participants, and then we can see, so for instance, rash, like adverse event rash, which participants of the study were experiencing rash, for instance, and also and then we can see adverse event itself. So that's basically how it's linked to each other. So I'm gonna show the RDF schema, which were done in OpenRefine platform. So basically, if I go to RDF, so that's the schema itself. So for instance, there is a class which is called participants, and then ontology applied into it. Participants has visit, so, and also participants ID as well. Participants are part of cohort. They have age, gender, BMI. They are also part of, that's basically repeating. Anyway, participants are affected by adverse event, and they has so long, and also class adverse event has description of the event, that's basically exact match to ICD-10 code that results in adverse event treatment, so on. And then we have visit that basically has scheduled visit and unscheduled visit. So, and then we have visit other, that's basically unscheduled visit, which is this information gives us the description and reason. And then we have screening, like has age, gender, BMI, and so on. That's basically a part of the schema. And this RDF data is basically exported like in this format, or Turtle or RTF, and then we basically upload it in here in this Turtle or RDF Excel format. And so for instance, that's basically the files, RDF data that were generated, RDF triples on an individual level, and then we basically select the container where we want to locate it and save it. That's basically entire logic of this verification process.